So last Friday night, the 3rd of July, our little mountain town celebrates the 4th of July on the 3rd of July, which is always so much fun. But when I got home, after a long day at work, a long afternoon and evening of fireworks and crowds and a lot of fun, let the dog out close to midnight, and lo and behold, within 5 minutes, that dog got skunked so hard. Not the thing that I really want to do at midnight is take care of a stinky pup, but hey, I'm a good dog owner and he sleeps inside. So did the deed, made sure that he got all nice and cleaned. So I'm telling you this story because life can be chaotic and life has a lot of things happening, and we think about what happens in just one day's time frame. So much input is put into our bodies and into our system. And so after all that was said and done, I lay down in the bed and my right knee on the top of my knee is screaming in pain. Like, I'm able to go to sleep, but every time I woke up and I turned over one side or the other, my knee, it hurt. It hurt, it hurt, it hurt. And when I woke up that next morning, it still hurt. Full range of motion was not available. Putting full weight on my knee and on that leg was not available. So, when stress happens, when life happens, having excellent body skills and strategies of knowing what to do, taking action in a way that's congruent with what the body is asking for its ability to heal. By probably 11 a.m. that next morning, so on the 4th, that pain went from a 9 to a 1. So what did I do? First I just acknowledged that my body hurt. I think one of the biggest things that we can do when we're physically in pain is not to skirt around the pain. So I have a personal willingness to go into what is feeling really uncomfortable. And that willingness to go into what feels really uncomfortable is such an important piece to be able to move this information, move the energy through. I had bound energy in my leg, and it wasn't just my knee, because that's not how that stuff works. It's coming from my hip. I could feel it all tight in there, and I just know from a long day, messing with the dog, being in a crouching position, holding on to him while trying to wash him, like it was all these compounding pieces that ended up being concentrated into my knee. So what did I do? I breathed into it. I know how to find that part of my body. So I made sure that I could get breath all the way through my right leg down into my foot. I put castor oil on it, put a pack on it, put a little bit of deep blue, like a CBD, THC oil on it. So things to help fight inflammation. I took magnesium. I took double on my supplements, extra vitamin C, and I kept encouraging range of motion. And the other piece that I also went into was the energetics of it. What do you need, body? How can I support you, body? What is it that you're trying to tell me when it comes to this part of my body that's physically hurting? And I've been having stuff on my right side pain, masculine, the work, the doing, the male influences in my life. Knees represent, for lack of a better term, change, new things that we're willing to step into or not step into. And it's just maybe this the compounding factor. It had been a long week. There had been a lot of things that happened that week. So I am able to witness the miracle of self-healing. Oh, and the other thing I used was the code 55515. Closing my eyes, envisioning where that pain was and sending that energetic code to that place. I have to say, whenever I play with that piece, my body changes. Like, the pain changes. The pain goes away. It subsides. It starts to clear out. So then I'm able to get more of the energetics of what it is I need to really pay attention to. And so I'm telling you this story because you have the capacity to change your physical experience. You have the capacity to change your emotional experience. You have the capacity to change your mental experience. And we don't need to be stuck. Like, I don't prescribe to being stuck with pain. I prescribe to learning, growing, evolving, and using my pain in the body as an alarm clock of things that I'm not paying attention to. And the goal and the hope is to catch it before it gets too bad. And sometimes we just don't. And sometimes we have to wash a dog in the middle of the night and have to deal with all the other things that are happening in the house because of that. You know, all these pieces compound into why our body is feeling a certain way. So, validate your pain, validate how you're feeling about things, but start to ask better questions. Start to listen a little bit more intently. Start to create better body skills and body's wisdom so that you know what to do. You know how to take care of yourself. I didn't put any ice on my knee. I didn't take any over-the-counter medications for my knee to make the pain go away. I simply sat with it, took action on the things that I know what to do for anti-inflammatory, support. And also, I came to reality and some terms about some things that I had been feeling, which influence our body's expression of whether something feels good or not. So I hope this helps. I love a good little story time, and it's a real piece of my week, and it's a real piece of my day. It's a real piece of my body. And this is the first time that I'm able to heal something. Like, I thought I was going to have some problems with this knee. I thought that it was honestly really hurt. And then I got over that. And I envisioned, what it is that I want it to look like, being able to get up and walk around with grace and ease. But also I slowed down and I listened long enough to make sure that that's what happened. So, yeah, good luck on your journey. If you do ever need any support of learning how to develop those body skills and that body's wisdom, I mean, that is so much of what I do here at the studio, is to have the safety within, to take the action that's necessary so that the version of you that you are stepping into is fully supported along that journey, because the journey is going to feel great and the journey is not going to feel great at times. But amongst all of it, you do have the capacity to be good, to feel good in your body and pay attention and have the tools to take care of it. So lots of love to you.